Hey guys, this is Light, and after my crafting guide, a lot of people are asking me how to get right side gear if I don't craft it. And the reality is, it is the biggest time gate in this game, and the only way to get it practically is with conversion gear. So like these blue boxes and these loose conversion gems. These are very valuable resources and you can get them regularly from a few places. First is like the transmit shop where you can buy one box weekly. You should always buy this. And next we have the guild. So you can get 2 loose fonts from these things, and I would highly recommend buying both of them always. And then you also get 1 blue box for finishing your weekly missions. And on top of that, you get it from doing world boss. You get 1 loose one guaranteed, 1 selector guaranteed. And when you do world boss, you have a chance of dropping loose fonts as well. And besides that, we do have some seasonal stuff. You can get it from expeditions monthly. So you can get 3 free to play, or you can spend 1500 sky stones and get 6. I would not recommend this unless you are a little bit of a spender, because in this economy, if you are not using your sky stones to get mystics, you are shooting yourself in the foot. So yeah, I highly recommend this, but only for spenders. And you also get one from Auto Tower, and like you'll get some from like various events too. But besides conversion gear, there's also like a lot of like random seasonal stuff, events that come around. Like for example, Radiant Hope. Like you can get the decent right side gear from here, and there will be a lot of events throughout the year. I believe Ancient Inheritance is coming out soon, and you can get like a lot of gear from that. Like you can get a whole set of 88 gear, and like there will be like annual crafting events. For example, so let's look at my Vivian. Like she's like one of my like best unit ever, and on her right side is free gear. Like this neck, it's from Ancient Inheritance. Like it's free. The game just gave it to me. Like this ring is from the crafting event where you can choose your own stats and it comes around like yearly. And this boot is just from conversion. So yeah, this game gives you lots of good right side gear, but the issue is it takes time. So people who like instant gratification, you will not enjoy the process. But if you're patient, if you wait it out, like you will get a lot of right side gear, I promise. So yeah. So now let's talk about how to use your conversion gear optimally, because I feel like people struggle with this the most. So like when you scroll through like the unit album of like endgame players, you will notice that like like almost all of their units have like conversion gear and whatnot, and like it's pretty overwhelming starting out because you probably have no idea what to craft, right? So here's some rule of thumbs for crafting. Number one, um, so I like to make sure all the units I use have a decent boot. Because 45 speed on a boot is a lot of stats. Boots are pretty important, right? But yeah, I want all my units I use to have a good boot. So I'll like use these blue boxes to get speed thingies, and when you're using these blue boxes, never choose the left side things. Like this is strictly for right side pieces. And like I don't recommend like ER or effectiveness either. It's usually speed, HP, attack, crit damage, and then like these whenever you need it. So yeah. So yeah, first thing is make boots for all your units. And the second thing is make sure that you are crafting a end game set. And what I mean by end game is, for example, let's say I want to make an attack percent ring. I will not make it crit set no matter what. Because crit set is not endgame, it is not the best in slot for any unit. Damage dealers will always use pen set, torn set, maybe even like HP or defense set, and immunity. But they will never use crit set. Therefore, crit set is not an endgame set that I would recommend you crafting for. And a lot of people make this mistake. A lot of people early on, they'll just throw whatever they have in there. It's like they farm a bunch of wyvern, they start converting, and then they'll go half and half on speed set and crit set because like whatever, right? Well, don't do that. Don't do that. Conversion gear is endgame gear, and you want your endgame gear to be as usable and as good as possible. So we will only go for optimal sets. We do not craft crit set. And so yeah, that means the optimal sets will typically be destruction set, it'll be speed set, it'll be immunity set. It can even be counter set, it can even be lifesteal set if you're trying to build those units. So yeah, always make sure your set is an endgame set. And so another common mistake, effectiveness. You'll probably think like, oh, effectiveness, I can probably just make it on hit set. I wouldn't recommend this. I think almost every single time this should be on speed set, because like effectiveness rings, you pretty much always want them to be on speed set. Like let's say you craft an effectiveness ring and it rolls like 15 plus speed, and like you would always rather that on a speed set. It's like the thing about like crit set and hit set is that you get so many of these on your left side as a byproduct of farming, so you really should never craft them. Like you will have them naturally from farming, right? So yeah, those are, I recommend like the most optimal. I would recommend like the most like, sorry, you should just craft the most optimal sets, the endgame sets. So now, after you craft like boots for all your units, you kind of have to decide like what your account is missing. Like if you could craft like HP rings for your tanks, or like HP necks for your tanks too, or maybe you want to build like some. You want to build like some Destro damage dealers, so you're gonna build like you're gonna craft like attack percent on Destro set or something, right? So yeah, let's say I want to build, the new ML Larunka. So I have a bunch of counter gear from Banshee already, and then I want her right side to be to like fill out the other set and stats. So like I'm gonna go with immunity set, I'm gonna go like defense main for her. And then yeah, that's just kind of how you do it. You just kind of craft for whatever unit you want to build, basically. So yeah, well, let's say I want to build like a protection set knight. I'm either gonna, so like protection set is really hard to get. So like I'm gonna go like HP main on protection set for right side, right? Like HP main, protection set, yada yada, and then boom, I'll have a protection set. Alright, it's just crafting for like whatever you're looking for. And there are little caveats to pay attention to. For example, let's look at my conversion boots. So boots are very important, and people use boots to like round out their stats. So for example, Like this high crit chance boot is insane because like I can like for my openers because like I can focus on speed and then like my boots will make up for like their missing crit chance. And you know like boots that have like a lot of rolls into one stat are just really valuable. And probably most important thing are like effectiveness boots, because like your debuffers will want like speed and effectiveness, but it's really hard to get enough effectiveness, so you gotta get it from your boots. Because like balancing speed and effectiveness, you gotta get most of the effectiveness from your boots to like have good debuffers and whatnot. So yeah, it all just comes down to what you want to build, right? And there's no proper order to it. You just kind of craft for whatever unit you want, honestly. And don't do too many mental gymnastics. Like the gear doesn't have to be perfect. Like look at my Amiki. Like one day, like when Amiki came out, I realized I had no counter gear for her, and I was like, screw it. Let's just dump some thingies into conversion, and here we go. Attack percent, counter set, and then 74 equip score. Who cares? It has good enough stats for me. Attack percent and a little bit of ER. Like screw it. This is awful, right? But it's good enough for me. Like it's what I'm looking for. So yeah, it's just it's hard. It's hard, but you just gotta craft what you feel your account needs. So yeah. As long as you're using these efficiently, as long as you don't waste your thingies on like bad sets, like you'll be fine. So yeah. And also one last thing. If you are a newer player, I would highly recommend paying attention to your drops from like whatever hunter farming or rift, because if you're a newer player, um purple right side is actually pretty good. For example, you could roll something that that you know has all like the good tank stats, and you know it could end up like this, and like this is super good, right? Has a perfect stats, and like a well rolled purple is just as good as like a mid rolled red piece, or even better. I don't see anything else. Yeah, like this too. Like attack percent with like crit chance, crit damage on a purple and high roll. Yeah, I'm gonna try it out. Like purple gear is pretty scarce. Oh, sorry, right side gear is pretty scarce, and like purple gear can help you like fill in the holes early on. So yeah, I wouldn't be too afraid of it. So yeah, just make sure you keep up your chores, and you will get the right side gear eventually. And oh, I forgot to mention, Hell Raid is very important as well for right side gear. I did briefly mention it with like the crit damage next, but Hell Raid is very important. You do this once a month, and then it lets you buy a really nice right side piece. Lets you buy a really nice crit damage neck right side, right? And like you can get a chance to like drop any of these as well. So yeah. Lots of ways to get right side gear, but they all involve time. So as long as you're patient, you will get your right side gear. So yeah, I hope that was helpful. Like this is pretty hard, right? Cause like you just craft what you need. Just make sure you don't craft anything bad. So yeah, hopefully it was helpful, and thank you for watching.